How's it going, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my new recent purchase of a 1965 Dodge A100 van. Now, I recently purchased it, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the process of me buying it and everything like that. Showing you, how I got it, everything like that. Then we're going to come back to this and go ahead and check it out a little bit more. Yep, go ahead and look at that, and we'll be right back. I didn't even notice the wheels that are on it. Yeah. Typical freaking drip rail. Oh.
How you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
Not bad at all, thanks. I'm Robert.
Austin.
Nice to meet you, Austin.
Nice to meet you. Have you had it for a while, or?
I've had it for 6 years.
Okay.
Something like that. I had it in California for a little while. I had a bunch of work done to it down there, and then I had it up in Seattle. I've got, actually, there's some docs in there. I just kind of printed them from what the work I had done there. So there's a bunch of new stuff underneath everything.
Okay.
The engine's not new, obviously, but
Right. Yeah, I mean, it looks decently solid for, what it is.
And then I brought it here about, I want to say 2-3 years ago. I was running around in it, but because I lost the paperwork, I was just basically throwing it on another plate.
Right.
And then I parked it maybe, I want to say 10 months ago. And I'd come out occasionally start it. I started it up maybe 3 or 4 months ago. I couldn't get her to run, so I just decided, like, whatever.
So you said you had it, but you lost the title with
Yeah, not a title, so it doesn't come with a title from Pennsylvania or whatever it is. But the guy did send me all the paperwork, registration, whole bit. I sent it into the state in Washington to do it. Never heard back from him. I moved out here. I sent a buddy of mine over there to check into it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we never received it." So it's all legit. I bought it through eBay, so there's like a whole paper trail thing.
Okay.
And I'm more than willing to sign, an affidavit. I live here, so it's not like I'm going to disappear somewhere.
Right.
I looked into actually registering it, and I think it was
His price is just, up there, but he pretty much guarantees of getting titles for pretty much anything. That's pretty much my goal, is to, if I can, make it run and drive again, and do all that good stuff versus letting it just,
she's worth more in parts, probably, than, like, if you just took off those barn doors, you could sell them pretty well something on the side. And then that panel, somebody was asking if they could just cut the panel off. I'm like, no, you can't have a panel. So yeah, that's a thing. Awesome.
Look good to you.
I figured this side would be worse because the ocean's right there, but actually the other side's worse.
Look at the old
Oh, yeah.
And that actually, you can just disconnect it if you don't like the step. My wife liked it.
Yeah.
Surprised it still works.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just mechanical. So
Yeah.
Probably why it still works.
Yeah.
exactly right. So it's just this piece here. If you get tired, you just lift that up and pull that right out. Yeah. They're like a little bit of a add-on.
All the wheel rims are all electric. And,
Yeah, forget that.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks decent. Oh, I gotta ask you,
Yep.
what do you absolutely have to have out of it?
I've got like 5 people waiting to come out and get it. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not, it's not really in my way, sort of thing. So I kind of like to stick as close as possible. I had a guy offer me $700. I just flat out told him no. He didn't even come by to look at it. I was like, no thanks.
Yeah, that depends on how many people you want to deal with, like you had this morning, that decided they want to.
He pushed me back, so he's going to come in on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's him and he wanted to bring his 2 sons out or something like that, use his project.
Right.
So I'm not too worried about it.
Right. I think you told me you do 9 on it.
I do 9.
Okay.
I buy and sell stuff back in the day, so it's like you got to give a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you turn wrenches, or what do you do?
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, that's what I was going to tell you. Because to be honest with you, a lot of people, what they're going to probably do end up if they were to end up with this, it's probably end up scrapping it
Yep.
or pulling it apart or something like that.
Yep.
I've actually got a real small YouTube that I started to where I've been just buying older cars and getting them fixed and making them drive again.
That's awesome.
So they're not just rotting
Then
away.
let's talk. Okay, so here's the deal. I've got a 71 Bug. I love this Bug. My dad and I threw it together way back in the day. I'm gonna probably bring it out. I got a 30 Speedster that I put an engine in it. It's all original. It used to be a truck body. Now it's an aluminum body on it. It's pretty cool. And then I've got a bus and a bunch of other cars. So I'm gonna probably start bringing them in. I'm gonna hold on to one or two. The rest of them I'm gonna probably let go. And then I've also got a Meeper sidecar bike in here, but my motor's froze. Looking for somebody to rebuild the motor for me. If that's something you're into.
I don't really mess with a whole lot of bikes, and I don't really like.
We don't work on other
Work for
people's.
some
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we get
Understand.
people stop by our house
Yeah,
daily. Hey, can you fix
Hey,
it?
you
Can
done
you
with
fix
this
that?
yet? This doesn't work the way
Yeah.
it's supposed to.
Yep, that's the biggest headache right there.
I hear
Once
ya.
you put your hands on it, then it becomes your problem.
Yeah.
Right on, man.
If you don't mind, just writing up some type of bill.
Well,
All right. Well, I got my freaking glasses recording. So I'm impatient. We're gonna see if it'll run. Make sure that's. Oh my God! It sounds good. You got it.
hold it up a little more.
Uh-oh, there's not. Done pretty good. Oh, see a choke.
Keep it running, or a
Yeah.
choke.
You want me to try and keep it running, or you want
it's
to?
choking.
Pump up some fuel.
Coming.
I see something. Come on. Come on. Nope.
Fuel gauge show anything?
Nothing.
It might be out of fuel unless the gauge don't work.
I smell like old fuel, but it sounds good.
Yeah, it does. Wow. Little clicky clack should be on the road.
Shoot, I bet I'd probably pour some fuel in that gas tank. It'd probably run. Wow.
We don't have that, so I wonder if the fan and shit kicks on.
And for a blow motor and stuff like that?
Yeah. Wow. Headlights?
I bet it probably does. Oh, killed the volts, so I bet they work.
I said headlights.
Yeah, I know.
I'm in wipers.
Oh.
Yep, they're both on.
Sounds like turn signals are working too. Wow. Wait a minute. It's been converted to 12 volt
Must have.
because it's got a radio. God dang. 43,000 miles. I wonder if it's original. Oh, 4,335. I highly doubt it, but the motor's awful clean. Yeah, everything looks decent. That's a massive radiator. Oh, no coolant. I know it's got some in it. Wow. I wonder. What do you think? What are the chances that it's freaking stuck? You know? Freaking clutch is not even stuck. This thing will run. It'll drive.
Yeah. You got a damn clippy clack, run it right down into a can.
Let's see. No.
Brakes.
No brakes. Alright. Alright, now that I've showed you that, we're going to go ahead and do a little more detailed walk around of this van and showing a little bit more about it, showing how, you know, how solid and how unsolid it really is. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get a more in-detailed video walking around and showing everything about it, and we'll do that, go from there. Alright, so let me go ahead and do a little more detailed walk around this van. I'm not sure what all I'm going to include with what all he said. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of get the general idea. Supposedly he had it 10 years ago, and it's supposedly only been sitting 10 months, just by how the fuel and stuff like that isn't really pumping up. I'm not sure, you know, how long it's realistically been sitting. As you can see, mostly the drip rails rusted, and then it looks worse than it actually is. These windows here is what caused the majority of this rust running down and stuff like that. Because you can see, I mean, you got a little bit of bubble here and there under the paint, but I mean, this is all solid. Your doors, everything like that, they all work and all that good stuff. You get a nice shower every time you decide to close the door. Let's see, it goes up, the door opens up. That's our jump pack there. That'll come into play later. As of right now, we have it disconnected. This right here, when it's normally disconnected to the door, you pull out on it, your step will come out. Well, I didn't want to have to accidentally not be able to open up the door because the step was coming out, but I'll hook that back up eventually. Once it's off the trailer, obviously. But even the doors open up good. They're all nice and solid. I mean, it's all around, you know. Look, it's all solid. This is just paint chip. This ain't even really Bondo. There's a little bit of rust under there, but we'll worry about that later. And you may be thinking that cardboard might be hiding something, but you'd be surprised. Which I kind of did look around a little bit, but shut these doors real quick. Yeah, looks like it was an old painting van. Nice old tail lights. And again, before I crawl up there and show that, you look underneath it, and it's pretty solid. No crazy rust or anything like that. And these windows too, look at how clean these windows are. How often do you see that? And yes, both doors open good. Got your inside handle here. And of course you get a shower of rust every time you open up the door. And this is honestly probably the worst of it. Right here. This back piece. And then right here. That seems like the worst of it. But, you know, you think this would be hiding something. Look at this. It's like brand new under there. Again, the top is nice and everything like that. It's pretty solid. Yep, nice rust shower every time the door shuts. Because that top part, which isn't too bad, it can be dealt with. But the van itself is pretty solid. Just where the windows were rusting, and then a little bit down here too. This is not too good, but it's not bad. And again, the doors are even decent shape. Still got the original tags and stuff like that on it. And the best part about this, well, the couple best parts that hasn't even been mentioned yet. You can see, which it says 4,000 miles, but I would imagine it's probably 104,000, maybe more. Who knows? But if you can see right here, we got a 3 on the tree, manual. But there's one thing that this thing is hiding. It's actually really cool. Yeah, so that was the dog lid falling on my head. You know, it's not like there's a hood prop there I could have used. But yeah, I figured I'd just, you know, hold it up with my hand and let it fall on me. Hopefully this time we don't let it fall on us. But yeah. What looks like an original 318. It looks like somebody's converted it to 12 volt. I would assume because of the radio. Now, I do have a video of it starting and running off of starting fluid because surprisingly the battery's still good. But yeah, that'll be the actual first start and run of it, but not running on its own. So that's our plan with this video, is to try and get it to run on its own fuel system and actually drive it. Unfortunately though, even if I do make it drivable, you can see we have no brakes. None at all. But if you know anything about me, you know I've driven many vehicles with no brakes, no nothing. But as you can see, it is nice and solid, and everything is just decent shape. We're actually moving. I'm gonna put it in gear because we're slowly moving backward. No brakes wouldn't be a good idea. But yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, because it's not pumping fuel, might be out of fuel. So what we're going to try and do is remove this cap and let's get a good smell test. And it smells like a solid. So I'm gonna grab my camera. I have a camera, borescope, that I can stick down there and see if the tank is solid. I'm gonna get that set up and then get back to you guys with a video on it. Give it a shot. As you can kind of see, maybe not really, there is fuel down in there, and if I pull it out, there is a little bit of fuel on the end of there. And you guys can't really smell, but if you could, you would know that it's straight up varnish. It smells awful. So what we're probably going to do is I don't know, maybe blow back through the fuel line and see if we can pump this old fuel. I don't know, might pump the old fuel out, might see if the fuel pump will pump up the old fuel and maybe it'll run off of it. Who knows? We're going to try and go from there, and I don't know, maybe we'll see if it'll pump the old fuel up. Or, I don't know, we'll see. We'll go from there though. Alright, so we're going to see if we can maybe try and get it to pump up some fuel. And see if it'll suck some fuel up. So I'll go ahead and move this little air cleaner here. And set that down here. What we got here is a nice bottle of fuel. And I'm going to try and figure out where I can dump it in at. Let's see, does this come off there? Or are you a permanent fixture? Seems like it'll come off. Let me try and figure out if this comes off or not. If it don't, I'll just try to dump it down one of these holes. Alright, we're going to try and dump some fuel down it and see if it will run just a little bit longer and maybe pump up some fuel. I think I'm filling up the bowl, maybe. Maybe I'm filling up a vent tube. Oh, I'm just going to make a mess and spill it everywhere. Yep. Alright, now that I've made a mess and kind of got some fuel in it, let's see if it'll run. Gonna pump it. pumping yet. Let's see if we can dump a little bit more fuel in there and fill that bowl back up. And whoop, it is not happy leaking out of the accelerator. Well, it is trying to pump up something. Somebody has put some type of manual fuel pressure regulator on it for whatever reason. We're just going to crank it all the way to the max, which is 7, and just see if it'll pump fuel. Only got a little bit of fuel left. Just run her a little bit longer. Fill up the bowl again. It seems to run pretty decent. Kind of, sort of. It's definitely trying to run on old fuel, which is not a good idea. But it's running. Well, it's running off of what seems to be pretty much varnish. Probably need some fresh fuel, and yeah, figure that out, because it's surprisingly ran pretty good on the old crap. I can smell it. Doesn't smell very good. Maybe we'll get some fresh fuel and try and throw in it, see what it does, and maybe some more coolant. I don't know. We'll figure it out and we'll go from there. Well, as you can see from the video, it did run, and it ran on varnish, which is surprising. But as you could also see in the video that I hopefully can include, she was smoking awful heavy. Now, is that because of the old fuel? Maybe. Even though not really, because this van did come with some paperwork, and in some of the paperwork it did say something about heavy smoke. Now, That paperwork was from like 4 years ago, so I don't know if it's something, you know, majorly wrong with the engine. The engine sounds good, so I wouldn't really think so, but... Or is it, you know, PCV valve? Highly doubt it, but there's a possibility. That's a cheap, easy swap, and we can figure it out. But first, we're gonna get some fresh fuel in it. Hopefully it'll, you know, help with the old stuff and maybe run on its own. If it won't, then maybe drop in the tank and or siphon the fuel out of it. But when I first got this van too, which I didn't get a chance to really show it, but I kind of messed with the 3 on the tree, and it was extremely hard to do anything with. Like, it was just impossible. It was rough. You can tell I've been sitting a while. It still sounds a little funky, but now my dad ended up greasing it and getting it working a whole lot better. And now it goes in and out of gear great. Because if you know these, anything 3 on the tree, they like to hang up from, you know, pretty much not being used or anything like that. But Dad's currently going and getting me some fuel, and I figured it'd be a good time to show you guys some things in here. There's a dummy oil pressure light, which is not very good, but at least it's got one. So I'll show you guys some of the amenities you had back in '65. One, you had no power steering. You had water pump, alternator. You are going to be happy you got that and that only. Anyways, we've got our blower motor, and it does work, and it blows out chunks of something, whatever that may be. We've got temp, maybe floor. Is this? Maybe that's to change the temp. That's all air stuff. That was probably windshield wipers at one point. Maybe. Not quite sure. It makes some funky noises. We got a radio. Obviously it doesn't work, which is odd. Ashtray. What do we got here? What does that do? Nothing? Nothing. It appears somebody was working out of this van or actually using it at some point. I got the little magnet down here. Out of PA, it looks like. But I think all of our lights work too. Let's go ahead and take a look around and see if we do have some lights. Looky there. We got headlights. No running lights. What about the rear? Oh my God, we have 2 running lights and 2 tag lights. Look at that. What if we got turn signals? Them are really... There's a left turn signal. What do we got? We do have a left turn signal. Let's see? Oh, I would imagine the other one's going to work too if this side's working. Yep. And I'd be willing to bet the back one also works. Yes, it does. All the lights working on it. That's crazy. It's a little loose, but it works. I wonder how do people know what that is? For people that don't, that is your bright switch to kick on your bright headlights. Maybe they look brighter. It's honestly harder to tell. Let's check one more time. Oh yeah, they were definitely brighter. That works too. That's crazy. Wow. Yep. Alright, so I guess we're going to be waiting on some fuel, and we'll go from there. Alright. Now we got some fresh fuel in there. We're gonna not get my shirt caught in the fan. We're gonna see if this carburetor will suck up something. Something. Did something. Fill that bowl up again so we aren't burning up the starter or anything else. Hopefully it'll draw up some fuel. Come on. I think she's running off of that new fuel. Sounds pretty good. Not too bad for several-year-old fuel. I mean, it looks, how you can see that, fuel looks like perfect run. But we did put some fresh fuel in it, and now it sounds pretty darn good. It smells absolutely horrible, and she is smoking a tad bit, but it does not sound too bad. Now, unfortunately, we don't know if we've got oil pressure, being that there's a dummy light. So maybe it's working. We definitely don't have a fuel gauge. What we can see is if we do have a gear. Oh, that should be first. Just to see if it'll. Yep. We definitely at least got a gear. It sounds pretty good. Let's see if it'll shut off and start back up. Off. No pump or nothing. Fire right up. What a loyal little 318. Wow. Well, I guess the next step is try and get it off the trailer and see if it'll drive down the road. I guess that's next plan of action. Get her undone, get her off the trailer, and see if she'll go down the road. Alright. I'm going to try and pull it off the trailer with no brakes at all. Hopefully I can use the clutch to kind of stop me. Hopefully it'll roll enough to where I can come off and not roll out in traffic and die. That's the plan.
Right now you're completely clear.
You know, as soon as I... Oh yeah, the window doesn't stay on that little... Alright, keep your phone close. Oh, gotta be careful with that one, shattering the window. Alright, let's see, we're gonna have a first maiden voyage to the store. Runs perfect, and we got lights. Alright. We're down to first. Oh, that's perfect. Here goes Putnam County's finest police department. I'm sure they won't mind. He's got looking on the road a little bit, so it's fine. Shaky. And we're going down a dirt road, so might be a little bouncy. Might go. Holy crap! She might not have any shocks on her. This thing's kind of funky. I've never really been in an older van before, and it's different. Well, we've got first. We got second. We got a second gear. Oh, I ain't got no brakes. That's right. I don't think you can drop these in first gear unless you're like completely stopped. Yeah, maybe. There we go. Rides smooth. I gotta remember I don't have brakes, so stopping is not really an option. I mean, it's optional. It's not an option. It's not an option I have, but it is optional for most people. there's rust falling back there. Just ignore that. That's not important. Boy, she's a runner. I tell you what, she's a runner. I'm scared to go into second because I need to make a turn here soon. And I don't want to miss it without having brakes. And I have power steering also doesn't help either. We're going to slowly cruise right on in here. Slow down. You can slow down. It's okay. You can slow down. No, stop. 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 I think we're in the same ballpark somewhere. And again, I'm going to do the one thing you're not supposed to do. You never want to shut something off that you just figured out that runs after sitting for a while. But we're going to do it. But I'm going to get some gas and, yeah, put some in it. Because it probably needs it. We only got a couple gallons in it. Well, I learned some not so good news about El Vano. It takes fuel very slowly. So $15 is probably going to cost me 10 or 15 minutes of my life. So once I get done pumping all this, I'll get back to you guys. As I'm going to get you guys set back up here, I want to show you I reconnected that step. And you can see that you can use it. Well, kind of sort of use it to step on. Alright, now that it's got significantly darker, we're going to take it for a test drive. An actual good test drive. Because she's full on fuel. Oh, she's a purring. Alright. And first we go. Clutch might have a little bit of rust on it still. Turns better than pretty much anything I own. Man, she is quiet. The Speedo has decided to go anywhere from 0 to 50. It doesn't really like its home, so it just likes to jump around. We got it. Wow. Good people showing up. Not good. Yeah, no brakes is not the best idea. Not a good idea. if I got brake lights. Ah, I cannot stop. Not good, no stopping. No brake lights, maybe? No, I ain't got no stopping. Maybe I back it in. Because they can't, no brakes, no good. Oh, that's not. Find reverse, maybe. Maybe find reverse. Smoke, awful bad. Reverse the fly, that's well, it made a trip, and it's still running. And it sounds really good. I mean, what more could you ask for? A running, driving V8 manual van. And that thing just barely blowing the key and it runs good. That's insane. That's crazy. What a loyal van. How's it going, everybody? It is the next morning of last night when I took my first drive. And this thing is cold. It is a cold morning in Florida. And I was curious if it's going to start and run. Now, I'm just going to hit the key first and see if it'll run. If it won't, I'm going to pump it. But, just out of curiosity. Nope, we're going to have to pump it. Let's see. 2, 3. Let's see. Maybe choke doesn't work. Over some more. Yep, she just needs a little bit of throttle. I don't think the choke's working, so that's probably what it is. I don't know if... Nope, that's... I don't know if it's got an automatic choke or what. But she's running this morning, and I don't know if she's got a little bit of puff to her, smoke-wise, but not bad. Keep in mind that's still running on old fuel, too. And it is quiet. This engine is just super quiet. This is honestly a good running and driving van. I am honestly surprised at how well it does. See if it'll idle or if it's... Look at that. Running perfect. Cold and all. They really do not make them like they used to. Well, everyone, that will probably do it for this video, at least for now. This old 65 Dodge is probably going to get some brakes here soon, and I'm going to work about getting a title and registration, stuff like that for it. I do have somebody that I believe will be able to help me with that. But yeah, as of right now, that's probably going to do it for it. If anybody wants to see more on it or anything like that, I probably will be doing more stuff. I'm probably going to have it tinted. Maybe get these wheels painted, maybe leave them like they are. Definitely fix the brakes because it needs brakes. Maybe throw some fresh plugs in it. It's not running all that good, but it's still running. But yeah, that'll probably do it for this video. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and do all that good stuff. But yeah, that'll do it for this video. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.